who made it.
Hey everyone, Matt Deegan here, and today I'm talking about fitness and why I love working out, why I think it helps me in business life and health, and hopefully you can take something away from this, either learning more about fitness or maybe it just changes your perspective on something that you do daily. So first thing I do when I wake up is I love to work out. So whether it's stretching, cardio, strength, whatever I'm prioritizing in the day, I like to do first thing because it makes me feel better. And, scientists have come up with that it obviously releases endorphins. You feel better throughout the day. And I think that helps me in life. So I've even seen like if I don't work out first thing in the morning, I'm like grumpy, I'm groggy, things like that. So I like to do something in the morning, even if I know I'm doing like another workout midday or something really tough at night. I just get something done in the morning to get me woken up. So obviously a lot of people talk about this, but they don't talk about what it kind of does for them or what they've seen, how it helps like other people. So I wanted to dive more into that and then hopefully give you some perspective. And another thing I like is I'm not big on, say, medicines or going to the doctor or different ailments and stuff like that. And I think it's because I stay, healthy and fit. I think that helps me out a lot. So, you know, I'm very in tune with my body. So if I get like a little sore or I'm feeling a sickness, I just switch my workout or my fitness routine to match that. And then I also know what I need to eat and take in. Now, I don't have the best diet, but I do try to watch what I eat when I can and when I have the willpower. So I think that helps a lot too. And I saw this kind of take place during the COVID times. Like I've always done outdoor workouts. I believe in sunlight. I believe in vitamin D. I believe in staying fit and keeping your cardiovascular system in really good health. And all of a sudden it was COVID. It was like, there was a lot of things like people caring about their health and going to see their doctor and like then making it a focus. And I think they were so behind where, that's not the time to worry about your health. You should be taking care of your health almost every day. And I think that was a benefit to me. And that's why I don't think I was affected as much during that time period. I did get sick, so I will tell you that. But I think that I lasted so long and I got through it, piece of cake because I did work out and I, believed in the vitamin D and getting fresh air and things like that. So I think it's a big thing. I don't know why it was told to, stay inside during those times. I think vitamin D helped out a lot in staying fit. And I believe getting outside and talking to people helped. So that, relates to fitness and health in that aspect that, it keeps your mind well. So that's the thing that relates to. So if you're going to work out, find what you like to do. So I like working out because I go kind of hard, by myself, but I see the, benefit to working out with someone. So if I'm going to work out with someone, they have to be pretty kind of hardcore. So I have like a really good gym buddy that works out with me. Another thing is the social aspect. So like a lot of times I want to quit, they're going to push me. When they want to quit, I push them. And then in sports or activities like that, you better be around people that can do better than you. And that creates like a community aspect. So you can relate that to life. So it's not only just working out and you feel better, you're also, building a community and people that, you can consider your friends or you can get perspectives on them also for the rest of the day. Have you ever worked out and stayed after, or in the middle of workout, you're talking about life or business or things like that, and you can get cool perspectives to help you. And think about if you didn't work out, that wouldn't happen. So that's an added benefit too. And then I also work out, so it's the thing that you hear about sometimes, but I'm not going to have to worry about when I'm older. Like I can still move around. I feel like I'm going to be fit to the end of my life. So I'm not going to be spending a lot on healthcare. So I think the average person spends, like 30% of their income in retirement on healthcare. So think about how much money that the average American spends on, healthcare at a late age. But then you read about these other people that are super fit and, eating healthy, exercising every day, probably doing sports or challenges at an older age versus people that can't even, get up and walk at an older age. So I think our bodies are super important. And then if you want to relate it more like I'm doing to, business and life, like how are you supposed to work if you're unhealthy? So, you see it, for example, as, a coworker has to go to the doctor every day, or they go to the doctor every week. And typically, what are those people like? They complain all the time, oh, I'm sick, I'm this and that. Well, if you want to advance in your career, I also believe, who's more of a benefit to that company? The person that's fit, healthy, happy, not having to go to the doctor every day, or the person that's, gets out of breath going up the stairs, has to go to the doctor all the time and not eating healthy, so their brain doesn't work the same. I know it for sure. When I eat, heavy carbs or pizza during the day, I can't even think straight. I'm falling asleep at my desk. So do you think I'm, adding value to a company if I'm like that? So think about that aspect too, and you're staying fit. I hope some of this information helps related to business life and health. And I'll just tell you, like right now, I chug water. So people that struggle with drinking a lot of water, I don't know how that works. So when I wake up in the morning, I probably drink like about this size. Just show you for example. There is some immune support and amino acids that's in this, so it tastes really good. But I can crush like one or two of these even just when I wake up, so I can get ahead on like my gallon per day. But I know you need to make sure that you get magnesium and different electrolytes in that water to make you feel healthy. So, people, I'll expand on the topic too. People always ask me like how I stay so fit, or like, they're like, hey, you're really healthy, but I just make it a priority. And that's what I think you should, you know, do in life if that's something that you prioritize with, the prior things I talked about of being a good either employee or running a business successfully. If people can look up to you and you're always in a good mood and you're fit and you take the same energy that you do in the gym to the business, I think people will follow you and they'll consider you a leader. And I like to expand on the topic too of, I think, depression and sadness too. So we talked about, the endorphins being released. So have you ever worked out or ran or been outside and then been upset? Like, I think it's a very hard thing to do. I think the sunlight, makes you happy. And if you want to get over a funk, sometimes I just go walk in the woods or run and I feel so much better after. So I think it's a big mental health thing, and it would save you a lot of money. You wouldn't have to buy antidepressants. It would make you better to be around, and obviously increase your own mood. And there's also studies out there that you're going to do better work if you're in a positive mind frame. So we're not going to get into too much of the mindset today, but being healthy and being outside and being fit increases your mindset, makes you positive, so you will be a better worker and adding value to your life. And if you care about your family and friends and want to be that around them for a while, I think taking into consideration your health and fitness is super important. So I hope that shared a little bit more of my mindset and like why I stay fit, why I believe in that. And hopefully it helps you in business life and health. Another thing I'll talk about real quick is I love different hobbies. So I have a lot in fitness. So sometimes if you struggle, I will advise like someone to find a hobby. That was a nice wasp flying around me. So find a hobby or a sport or a challenge that you're really into. And then, that drives you versus just being like, I got to go run on the treadmill. Or if someone complains to me, I'm like, dude, make what you like to do into a hobby or fitness: mountain bike, archery, hunting, fishing. Freaking run around the lake before you go fishing. Run your dogs instead of being like, I gotta go take them to the dog park, things like that. So, or do yoga in the morning. That's really cool. You stretch out. Anybody can do that. So I hope this helps provide some insight. message me or give me any tips that you like, or feel free to introduce me to any athletic people that I can talk to. So thank you.